I accidentally went for a run with a stranger.
Okay.
Right. So when I'm road running, if I see somebody who I think I can beat in a race and they're running, I will try and overtake them.
Okay.
Yeah. But I will always first look, do I think I can beat them? Have you ever been in traffic where someone's cut you up and you do that, look over to them as you drive past them just to go, wonder if I could beat them up if this came to it?
You went straight there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I'm running, if I see someone who's also jogging, if I think I can beat them, I will try and overtake them.
You do realize from their point of view, they're like, is a 6 foot something big dude running behind me.
Yeah.
I'm about to hit some PBs. You know?
Some people might start sprinting at that point.
Just saying.
Yeah. I was doing a road run and I saw this dude. Now, this dude was probably, I'd guessed, 70 years old.
Okay.
Late 60s, early 70s. And I thought, I could beat him. He's old.
Oh, you are what list?
Yeah, so I ran and I overtook him.
Okay.
And then I think he had the same thought and was like, I'm not having this. And I really underestimated this dude because I thought he was like this old frail dude that couldn't run it anywhere. He was just taking it easy because now he's overtaken me and we're now just neck and neck for ages. And we basically just ran together for a long while. I was like, I'm not losing this. So I ran away from my house.
Oh my, what? Your level of competitiveness has no end.
No, I was like, one of us is dying today and it's not going to be me.
Wow. So what happened in the end?
He went off a different way, but I think it's because he was less stubborn than I was. But I ran fully away from my house. It put like an extra 4 kilometers on my run.
An extra 4K?
Yeah.
Just because you didn't want to let this guy beat you?
Yeah. And if we're being honest, I think at that point that he ran off probably to his house, I'm now the loser.
Yeah.
I'm 4 kilometers away from my house and I've got to run back now.
He's like, hey, thank you. You kept me going.
Yeah.
Good luck getting home.
But I only got competitive because I thought I could beat him. And this is what I've been thinking about.
Yeah.
When it comes to, so the terminology of punching down normally refers to, in comedy, taking the piss out of somebody who might be considered less fortunate than you.
Yeah.
Or a marginalized community. That's the kind of thing they talk about within punching down. But the interesting thing is when it comes to fitness and goals and competitiveness. So, for example, there's an Irish athlete called Nicholas Griggs. Nick Griggs.
Nick Griggs.
Have you ever heard of him?
The name rings a bell.
He's an middle and long distance runner.
Is he the guy who just broke the record for the park run?
Yes.
I thought I knew the name from somewhere.
Do you know what his time was?
I told the wife literally yesterday.
5 kilometers, 13 minutes, 44 seconds.
That's sick.
I can't drive that fast.
No. We're too close to London. We can't drive that.
13 minutes, and that's a park run. He could probably do that quicker on a track.
Right. So I saw that, and I saw it on the BBC website because it popped up. Right.
Yeah.
So, did you read the comments?
No. I got annoyed.
Right.
I thought I'm never running again.
Right.
That demotivated me.
Right. So then you should have taken a look at the comments. Dude, so much of it was people just tearing him apart.
For what?
Right.
How?
On the BBC website, the comments, so many of the comments, I thought, wow, people like, show off. Calm down, it's only park run.
Yeah.
And people were like, this is why I don't run, because people like this will take it too seriously. And it literally, this is for us, not for you elite runners. Honestly, I read it and I was like,
yeah,
wow, the projection is strong.
Yes. And this is the thing, because when we see someone like that, it is so easy, and it's not even just running. Do you know how many times I've had that mindset? Like there's times I've been walking through the town, city, wherever, and I'll see someone on the start of their fitness journey.
Yeah.
And they're jogging. And I always think to myself, good job, mate.
Yeah.
Go on, you get it. Well done. You're
Yeah.
getting out here, you're running, it's cold, and look at you, you're putting the work in. Consistency, you keep going. But then I could see some dude who's like shredded, running, doing the same exercise for the same reason. And I'm like, put your top on, dickhead. Do you know what I mean?
It's such an unconscious and conscious bias, isn't it?
It's a weird bias.
But I also think a lot of it is British, because I read the comments and I was like, I must have lost about 5-6 minutes just scrolling down, and I saw every now and then there's a few people going, well done.
Yeah.
But on the whole, people who did the parkrun were like, they took it personally. People were like, because he succeeded,
Yeah.
it's made them feel like they failed. Does that make sense?
I think that's the thing.
Because they were like, you shouldn't be running with other people. We do it for fun. And people literally were like, I looked at it and thought, that is an amazing.
I thought that's incredible.
It is amazing.
I'm never running with you,
Not in
but
the slightest.
that's more than twice the speed.
Dude.
Remember Captain America Civil War when he's running around the track and he's going on your left,
Yeah.
on your left, on your left.
Yeah, yeah.
That's this dude now.
Imagine that. It starts the race and he goes, "Woo!" And they're like, what's he doing? And he doesn't stop.
To do the maths
No.
on how fast he must be running. But watching it, it did make me start thinking, I say demotivating.
Yeah.
But that's so far ahead of me
Yeah.
that it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
If someone beats me by a minute, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
I can work to that. I can get a minute faster.
Yeah.
I'm never doing that. So that one is actually not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's because I'm out of that category.
Yeah. There are levels on there.
Yeah. I'll tell you who I feel sorry for. People that run in the 100 meters anywhere near Usain Bolt. And it's the people, because you think, how many people are in that race, in a 100-meter race? How many lanes are there? 7?
Yes,
8?
7, 8 lanes. 8 lanes.
Right. So imagine an 8-lane race. You're at the Olympics.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're the peak level that you're not getting higher than that.
No.
And your best time
Yeah.
is like 10 seconds,
Yeah.
10.5, which to the normal person is so fast. But you know that your best time is slower than that dude's worst time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when I see them all getting ready, I think to myself, they must know.
Yeah. But you know what it is? When you're there, you're convinced anything can happen. You know, you're convinced anything, because someone might pull a hamstring, someone might fall over, someone might fall start. You're like, this might, but I know what you mean.
Do you think that when you're stood there?
Yeah.
That's some hateful shit.
No.
Getting ready for his race. I hope he pulls a hamstring.
Yeah.
I hope he trips
Hey,
up.
I'm not wishing for it, but I'm sitting there going,
It sounds like you are.
well, kind of. But I mean, when I used to sprint, I'd be there. And you have to understand, you're in the blocks and all you can hear is your heartbeat. You can feel everything, every part of your body is tingling. You're primed. You almost forget about everyone around you. And that's those few fleeting seconds before the gun goes. It's just you and the track. It's one of the most powerful moments and memories that I always remember from being a sprinter. That silence before the gun goes.
Do you look out to the side? Because I can see that silence just before the gun goes and you're there, you're primed, you zone out, there's nothing but that track. And then you hear bang, and you hear Usain Bolt go. You're like, nah, forget that.
Yeah. Oh, what a hand.
Yeah, I'm done.
Well, yeah.
I'm done.
It's scary because for each person that is in that final, again, they might be the best of the best in their country. So they're the best of a few million people.
Yeah.
They're essentially running for second or third or fourth place.
Well, some of you, not even that. You go, I'm not going to place. I'm just, you must go, I'm just happy to be here.
I'm just happy to be here. That's it.
Because you're not going to place.
No.
That part is when there's certain things. So I have the things that I watch and I find it changing as I progress.
Yeah.
Because I'm, like we've spoken about it, when you see those two guys that do a crunch and then throw a 60K barbell.
Yeah.
I'm never going to do that. But when I see transformation videos, that I find inspiring because you're going through the whole journey. I'm not seeing someone who weighs a little bit more than me that's trying to do it. I'm seeing someone who's started something and finished something.
Yeah.
Now I know that that can be achieved.
Yeah.
And that's the part that I will find motivating to actually go.
Why do you think I love my job? And I truly love my job. I'm one of the lucky ones because it's not just seeing people change physically.
Yeah.
It's watching that change happen emotionally and mentally.
Yeah.
You're watching people take control of their life. The decisions they used to make before that got them into a rut or got them where they don't want to be, to watch someone take control of their life and change that is addictive. And when you see it change in the mirror or how they carry themselves, that is life-changing, because if you do it properly as a trainer or as a coach,
you're
not just changing their life, you're changing their tree. Does that make sense?
What do you mean, their tree?
Their family tree. If you get it right with someone, they'll take that information back home, implement it into how they live their life, and it becomes generational. Does that make sense? So you've got some people who go, hey, it's my genes. All right, I can't do it. And you go, no, it's not your genes. It's because of how you were brought up. It's because of your environment. You can't blame your genes for you being overweight right now. It might have a small bit of it, but if, for example, you grew up in a family that only had fried food, used a microwave, you never walked to the shop, they're environmental. You might live on the first floor of a block of flats. You never have to walk any more than one set of flats. The person who lives on the 14th floor with the lift that's always out has had to walk those steps every day.
The funny thing is, and so easy to be lazy.
Totally.
We don't even need to meet to do this.
Nope.
We could have done this online.
Absolutely.
There's so many things that you don't need to. Realistically, you wouldn't have to ever leave your house.
The system is essentially set up for you to be as comfortable as you can be.
But even going food shopping, I don't need to get up for that.
No.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
I mean, I try not to judge people. He hasn't got the best reputation.
No.
But the reality is, I don't watch a lot of news. I'm not into politics. I found all of it very, very depressing.
Yeah.
So I kind of stay out of it. But then all I see is Elon Musk being evil, apparently.
Yeah.
I withhold judgment because I don't know anything about him. And then I saw the Tesla robot.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Tesla robot has a striking resemblance to the robots
from
iRobot things. And I see people make these advances in technology. And like, there's a video of these robots that are doing an assault course, and there's one that's doing backflips, and there's one that's got an assault rifle. And I watch these clips, and I think, did none of you pay attention in Terminator 2?
Totally. I do. But then part of me thinks, or did you pay too much attention?
But were you not watching the same film the rest of us were watching?
Yeah.
In iRobot, I feel like Elon Musk watched the first 15 minutes of that and then stopped watching and went, I can do that.
I'll do that.
And they were like, do you want to watch the rest of the film? And he went, no, you're all right.
I got the gist.
I know. Okay. It's all good, right?
Yeah.
What bad could happen?
Yeah. He's got so much money. He literally is like a kid with an unlimited bank account, because he goes, I want to go to the moon. And they're like, it can't be done. He's like, I want to go to the moon. Make it happen.
I'm going to the moon.
It's like a kid from Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Mummy, daddy, take me to the moon. People go to the moon. He says, I want a robot. I want a self-driving car.
If I'm keeping my feet on this planet.
Yeah. There's other planets where we haven't even investigated this one fully.
Going anywhere else.
Yeah. I'm good.
Technology isn't scary.
Nope.
What people do with technology is scary.
Yeah, absolutely.
The one bit of technology that I'd like to have is I'd like to be able to Photoshop myself. I'd like to be able to plug a USB into my side, go onto Photoshop and just liquefy, edit, cut that bit, add this bit. There are times like we look at things like the cosmetics of the fitness world.
Yeah.
The cosmetic side of lifestyle is really interesting. Remember it was just makeup.
Yeah.
But now everyone can have everything done.
Yeah.
And I used to be really judgmental about it when I'd see people that had stuff done. But I realized a lot of it was my projection onto them.
Okay.
So I'd be like, if you can't change it, deal with it. And if you can change it, like, you can change it through work. But whereas now, when I see the different reasons why people have it done, because I'll always ask why.
Yeah, that's the big, isn't it?
Yeah, what's the driver behind what you're doing? Because there's so many reasons and stuff. It gets to the point where because I think it's addictive. I think the pursuit of perfection is addictive and can have, once you go past a certain point,
Yeah.
which everyone's point's different,
Yeah.
you go to a point of no return.
Yeah.
Like when we look at celebrities that have had cosmetic work done and we don't recognize them anymore,
Yeah.
it's mad. Like, they look sort of alien.
Well, the weirdest thing is, though, they haven't seen the change because they see lots of small processes,
Yeah.
whereas we don't see them for a period of time.
Yeah.
And we see this.
Yes.
They're like, no, I'm the same person. You're like, no, because you can't see the old you now.
It's the same with the weight loss journey. When you see someone who is losing, and then all of a sudden they'll see the big difference when everyone else is sort of seeing it a bit more because we don't see you every single day, whereas you do see you every single day. And the cosmetic side of it, I mean, BBLs, abs, pectoral implants.
Yeah, you can go out shopping literally and get most of your body parts replaced, almost like a robot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's scary. I mean, again, my concern is the fact that it's a conflict. It's a conflict between accepting your body, what it is and how it is, and it's the fact that you can also change it like that.
Yeah.
So you've got people who might be on a weight loss journey who are grafting and going, actually, I don't need to do this because I love myself for who I am.
Yeah.
But then you've got someone else over here where the advert pops up saying, you're not actually happy with who you are, but for this price, we can take that out of you and get you where you need to be. And suddenly there's a conflict. It's like, which one am I supposed to be doing?
There'll be things that people might want to change that they can do safely.
Yeah.
And a lot of it will come down to, you think the medical professional that's doing it, because there are places like that. Like when I see the whole turkey teeth thing.
Yeah.
With these immaculate smiles, and I don't care where you've got it done. I looked at the process of how it's done. Where they file down your teeth. And for me, it just looked jarring. And I thought, I don't know if I could get that done because it looked painful was my only thing.
See, that whole thing, very much, I'm on a teeth journey myself at the moment.
I'd say you've got Invisalign in.
How do you know that?
Well, it always takes me a while to realise when you've got it in because of how you speak.
Okay.
And it is, because I've always thought, like, Richard's got great teeth. I sit here sometimes just staring at you aimlessly. So, I mean, I can hear it when you put new ones in. At the beginning, it always sounds like you're about to have a stroke, and then you have a lisp. And then I'm like, okay. And by the way, lisp is such a horrible word. Who came up with lisp?
They're taking the absolute mick, aren't they?
Yeah, they should have called it anything else. That's just me.
A lisp.
But when you've got like with your one, changing that, because that's obviously a much longer process. How long is the start and end date for you having the Invisalign?
Right, so everyone's different. Now, with my Invisalign, there's times where it's starting to settle down already, because earlier on, I was lisping everywhere, because every week, I put a new Invisalign in. Big shout out to Rude Dental, who've been helping on my Invisalign journey. Now, discount. What we have here is each week, I put a new Invisalign in, okay,
right.
New tray. My teeth weren't the worst, but they weren't straight. My bottom row were overlapping and my top teeth were overlapping slightly. It's just an age-old overcrowding thing.
Yeah.
Each week I click the new ones in and it slowly realigns them.
Does it hurt?
No, but what it does do, I mean, some people said to me, oh my goodness, I couldn't do it because my teeth were hurting all the time. I've not had that situation. I've had some that have gone in and I've gone, ooh, it's sensitive. I'll take them out to eat.
Yeah.
You go, oh, that's a bit tight. But for the most part, I've been lucky. But what I didn't notice at first was it's hard to see your own teeth, and you don't know how much they're moving.
Yeah.
But when you take them out, I've noticed that my teeth, well, especially when I look at my old photos, like a year ago, even 6 months ago, they overlap my bottom row are like that. Okay, they're a lot straighter now. My top row, when I smile without them, I can see it, and you go, "Wow, that was a slow process.
Yeah.
That got me there." I'd rather have done that than go to Turkey and have my teeth filed down to nothing. So my journey has been about 30 weeks.
Yeah.
Some people might have 20, some people might have a bit longer. I want to do this way because when I sat down with the team, they were like, this is your best route for long term without you having to go for extensive surgery. And I didn't want a metal brace.
Yeah.
And so I went with this. Now, it means that I look normal. It's a little bit longer, but I'm patient.
Yeah.
My patience is my win here. If I wasn't patient, I could have been on a plane to Turkey to do what other people are doing, and you're risking it, aren't you?
It's like a holiday when they go.
I've seen the video.
Yeah. It does look mad, but for me, it's literally, I don't think I'd be able to do the pain of it.
No. And my worry is long term, what happens?
Yeah.
And also, I think, what if the companies go bust? What if they find out this isn't the best way of doing it? You're left with like jagged piranha teeth. But also, the cosmetic thing is, Turkey is becoming like the new place to go for just for everything. Have you seen all these people getting these hair transplants?
Yeah.
Get picked up in limos, taking the hair, they cut the hair, they replace it. Hairy.
There's so many things that you're able to change. Would you change anything else on you?
I'd be lying if I said no.
What would you change?
I've had a problem with my nose since I was a child.
Yeah.
Because a few people used to take the mick out of it, and then suddenly I got muscle and it went quiet, ironically. And all the way through the pregnancy, I was like, please, God. I was like, please don't give my child my nose, please. Because it's not the worst nose, but I've seen better noses.
Yeah.
Growing up, I always thought if I could change anything, I'd change my nose. But you get to a point where you go, actually, this is me.
The things that I would like to change, so all the things that people would have done.
Yeah.
Hairline, that went years ago.
And you're happy with it?
I think it would be weird if I now got hair.
If you had hair now, it would freak me out.
Yeah.
Because the good thing is, like, you're lucky because you've got a good head for a bald head. I've seen some aliens out there.
Yeah, there are some weird shaped heads.
It's not their fault. It's just the way it is. But you're lucky with your hairs.
Because you get those hair systems, they're called, and I've seen some really cool ones where I'm like, I would like to see what that looked like, but I couldn't just all of a sudden turn up next week and I've got dreadlocks down to my knees and expect everyone to think, oh, he's just grown his hair out.
But we can't discuss it.
Yeah, so that part's fine. I think it'd be my gut, and this is where I did once look into liposuction.
Okay.
Because I just got sick of having a gut. Working out has changed now, so now I'm in a much better place.
Okay, so that's off the table now?
It's away from the table. I can still see it.
Okay, still in the house.
It's still on the menu.
Okay.
I'm just not ordering that right now.
Okay.
But the thing that put me off is the recovery, because on paper, it looks like coming in your lunch break and we'll suck 3 kilos of fat out of you. That's what it looks like. But then
I should call that.
It's still a procedure that you need to rest for.
Yeah.
Which means I was like, okay, well, I do that, but now I'm out of the gym for a week, and if I'm not working out, I struggle with the food, everything, because now I want it. For one, working out keeps me on top of my food. I make better decisions when I work out.
Good. Yeah. And you know you.
Yeah. Do you know, like, if you start the day well, you want to continue it.
Yeah. Also, you're in a good place right now.
Yeah.
So it's probably easier. The tipping point will be when you get to your target.
Yeah.
Because the maintenance phase is the tough one.
Yeah. I'd like to just click reset every morning and be back to
like a
factory reset every morning and go, there we go, click, done, carry on with your day. I'd pay good money for that.
That pill, well, that procedure's coming.
Find me a healthy way of doing it, and I'm there, because that part, even work, like, it's the thing that I focus most on, because, and it is very much a diet thing, because you can't, when people say, oh, what can I do to burn fat in this bit? Nothing. You can work out, and the fat will just go. But it's a real thing. It's only now, and this happened for the first time in a very, very long while. I was in TK Maxx bargain hunting, found a top to try on, went into the changing rooms, took my top off, and for the first time in a very long time, I did not hate myself.
Well done.
And it felt nice.
Hate, too strong a word, or?
No, that's what it felt like.
Really?
Yeah, because I know it is a strong word, but I used to go in there when I was much bigger, because the thing is, sort of 130,
Yeah.
I carried it well.
Yeah.
So clothed, everyone thought he's just jacked.
Yeah.
But you take your top off and you know that I've been breathing in all day.
Yeah.
And I've been standing, like my posture's better, because I don't want people to know that when in fact, once this all comes off, it's been holding everything in. And
Yeah.
once you sort of exhale and your belly's there, and it was just horrible. And I'd go into changing rooms and I'd take off my top, and I wouldn't want to look in the mirror until I put the other top on.
That's major, dude.
Yeah, it was a big thing. That's why I can get stuff off ASOS, try it on in my room,
There you
and
go.
then just send
Send
it
it
back
straight
if
back.
I don't want it.
This is why, and again, if you went shopping, I mean, a lot of people now, if you went shopping, you're making such an effort to shop properly.
Yeah.
You'd go for quality rather than quantity, because it's so easy now. You're going to go, I'm not going to go to the shop for 3 or 4 things. You'll just do all in one line, on one
send
line,
it to me.
bang, 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 bang. And because it's so easy for you to drop off things and send things back, you don't even have to go to the post office anymore. You go to this inbox, there's put in a postcode or put in a barcode, pops open, put it in there, it's gone. It's everything we do now is get up to us being a little bit lazier than we ever have been.
But there's always advertisers giving you more time.
Yeah.
That's the trick of it. It's giving you more. By doing this, you get more time to do all the things you want. But then you never do the things you want because you just want to relax.
So there you go. You want to sit at home and watch the box. And we spoke about it before. You'll sit at home with that extra time.
Yeah.
And binge watch box sets of things rather than going to the gym or getting out, get some fresh air or keeping yourself healthy. And then in the future, we're going to look back and go...
a question of being active, isn't it?
Just in some way, shape or form active. The pills, the cosmetics, they're all distractions away from just doing the basics.
Mm. But even with that, you're going to have people that will look at what's going to work for me and what doesn't.
Yeah.
So even with cosmetics, I mean, the liposurgery. Well, I don't know, what is it called?
Liposuction.
Yeah. I mean, the idea of it. So here's the thing: the result of it is what I want.
Yeah.
But it's the process that will put me that does put me off.
Yeah. Have you seen the videos on TV?
No.
TLC, man.
Oh, so
yeah,
things like botched and stuff like that.
Yeah, TLC is just set up for binge watching tut that gets into your head. My £600 life.
Pause. Binge watching what?
Tut.
What the fuck is tut?
You know exactly.
Are you trying to say shit? Binge watching shit.
Yeah.
Please swear.
It's coming. It's coming. Yeah, but people just been watching that rubbish, man, all the time. My £600 life. My extreme cosmetic surgery botches.
Yeah.
Botched in itself.
I saw one episode that made me cry. I cannot be that person. It was one of those shows that hits too hard.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have to do something.
Yeah.
It was the first time. I was 154 kilos at that point. And I remember it because I remember being in my gym and it had the cables.
Yeah.
Do you know every gym's got that one set of big cables with the pull downs on one side and then the dips in the middle, and then it's got the cables.
Yeah.
And on the sign it said max weight 158 kilos. And I looked at that thinking, I'm only 4 kilos off being able to break this for all the wrong reasons. And at that point, I felt a real self-loathing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So getting to the point now where I've started to like myself.
Yeah.
Because even doing comedy, being on stage, you have the persona on stage, but it went down to what I'd wear. So when I say the black t-shirt and the skinny jeans, I'd have them because it was a blank canvas. I didn't want to wear checks. I didn't want to wear stripes because I was so intimidated that I'd walk on stage and look like a big fat mess.
Yeah.
But these are all the things that I was seeing.
Yeah.
There's so many problems we don't realize that we're the only ones that see them.
Yeah. All day long. I think there's people outside. I mean, that rings true. So many people who do the same thing. They go about their day, carrying something. You know, it's like a rucksack full of like angst and mild anxiety and worries. And it really is literally that rucksack. And it's an analogy that's been said for years, so I'm not going to repeat it, but yeah, you're literally carrying around a burden on your back that only you can feel.
Yeah. I think, and this is what I've learned, I think it's a relationship with yourself.
Yeah.
And relationships, because you take a lot from yourself, and it's what you're going to give, back.
Mm.
And it's how you,
Mm-hmm.
so you will believe because you said it.
Yeah.
Constantly tell yourself the negative, and this is what I've had to remind myself. You will start to believe it because it's an easier thing to believe.
Yeah.
Another issue is we have told confident, that's arrogance.
Yeah.
Which is not the case.
No.
Because you can be confident and happy within yourself.
Yep.
Without being arrogant. There's nothing wrong with self-confidence and self-belief.